NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Lumberjacks and the Falcons.
It's the second of our 2 games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against his secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now Purdy. And that will be incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to it, right? They've got to double cover him every chance they get.
And I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
That is caught. Touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, 49 yards. And the Lumberjacks will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Second down and 4. Going play action. Ritter. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Towering Peoples-Jones. 58 yards. And the Falcons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and are really factors in the playoffs. Pittsburgh, they rode a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007. That season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs. And for Green Bay, it was the quarterback play of Aaron Rodgers. So to me, it's a matter of what's going to affect the game in a big way. Can that aspect of your team really make those plays? A lot of times it's pass rush and quarterback play.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down, Lumberjacks.
7-7, our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 12-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Desmond Ridder and his offensive mates ready to take over again. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a first down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. Busts through the tackle, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Really an excellent run. Sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now Ridder. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, Ridder. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Robinson up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On second down, McCaffrey. Escaping a tackler at the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. And his carries tonight, they're getting up there. So maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in, and it made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
McCaffrey will take it in. Touchdown.
Well, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover it? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this one is incomplete. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our two games here on this Super Wildcard Saturday is at halftime. We'll get it back out to you guys in just a minute. But first, let's take a look ahead to Sunday's action in the NFC. A 3-6 battle that ought to be a good one, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. We saw the former All-Pro Christian McCaffrey up to his old tricks in that first half. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go. Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
And the half will begin with a touchback. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Ritter now. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Back to the air on second down. Here's Ritter again. He short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Ritter throwing on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson down inside the 40.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Ritter. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Chris Olave, 38 yards. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This taken in right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. You see the numbers, all those carries. If you get that many carries in the drive, you better finish it with a touchdown, and he did.
Yeah, and deservedly so, right? Because we've seen times like the Carolina Panthers, sometimes Jonathan Stewart to carry the ball all the way down, and then Cam, he's such a great goal line runner, he'll carry it in. But in this case, though, that didn't happen. The fellow lugging the load He's the one who got to reap the reward.
Yeah, there was no touchdown vulture here. 115 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. On first down, it's Purdy. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Back to the air on second down, Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
When I see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset, this is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
McCaffrey running up the middle. A brief pause in the action here as they tend to an injury. That's George Kittle shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Purdy looking to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A gain of 11 and a first down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Purdy now on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Grady Jarrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Got to give the offensive coordinator credit there. He got right into the head of the defensive coordinator because right on the heels of the sack on 2nd down, he figured they were going to come at him hard again. And so he went ahead and hit a brilliant call. Screen pass works well enough. They're able to pick up a 1st down. That's one way to keep that defense at bay.
132 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 2nd and a couple. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Lumberjacks have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Here's Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Ritter from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Ritter on 1st and 10. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Touchdown!
Kyle Pitts from 17 yards out. And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it to 26. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He has been a factor in a multitude of ways. Over 100 yards rushing. He's approaching that number in the receiving category.
I've always respected guys who can have these types of games. As a runner, you're going through a pile, people raking at the football all the time. Your hands take a beating, okay? And to be able to still go out and catch the football in open field after going through that guy's dynamite.
He's been dynamite in this game so far. We'll see defensively if they have an answer, because they need to come up with something. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons Falcons grab it, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. And the Lumberjacks go up by 2 touchdowns. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point try now for Moody. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So now Ritter and the Falcons down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 54 on the clock. This crowd has stayed with them throughout, but they need 2 late scores to advance in these playoffs as they've got a first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Ritter. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Pass complete to Robinson. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Here we go. This is 4th down. Now Ritter. Connects with Peoples-Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown Falcons! Donovan Peoples-Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Purdy now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
A 55-yard attempt.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick in the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And now the attention on the Falcons offense. Trailing in this one now. 26 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. Ritter looks to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A final shot now for Ritter. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like.